Writing the bomb, destroy all lines. And that's what I'm doing.
How long do you think you'll do it?
Till I'm finished.
Amazing maze on the beat. This is going out to all the writers.
What up everyone, welcome to episode 2 of Graffiti Chase Stories. Thank you for all the support on episode 1. You know the drill, smash the like button, drop a comment, share this around if you want to see more. Let's fucking go. Today's story, much like the previous episode, takes place many years ago in a quiet little suburb called Lilydale. So after mission all the way down from the end of Franklin, we get to Lilydale, get off the train, walk down the car park, down the gravel track, and there's not a single train in the yard, not one. So we think, oh fuck, what are we going to do now? We came all this way for nothing. Even though there was no trains in the yard, we remembered one of us had a 5p key on us. So we went over to the gate, went to open it, sure enough, it was a 5p. This is just a close-up of the gate and the lock. It had the 5p lock on it. Just to give you an idea what we were working with, here it is. Now Lilydale wasn't a normal yard. Where you can see at the bottom of this conduit here, and on the other side where the weld is, used to have motion sensors on both sides of this gate. We already knew this, so we just stepped straight over them as soon as we got in there. So we walked around the empty yard for 5 minutes. We ended up leaving after a few minutes because there was nothing to do, it was boring. We left, and then one of our mates said, why don't we go back and check the cleaner's box in the corner next to the gate, just in case. So this is actually the exact same cleaner's box, still there to this day. So we go in, we open it up, we have a look. One of our mates, finds nothing really good. And then on one of the top shelves in the corner, there's a Tupperware container. Pops the lid off, and what he finds inside will change our lives forever. What we found inside was a set of keys. I'm not talking about a small little set of keys you clip onto your jeans or whatever. This was a proper chain you wear around your neck. Had like 30 or 40 keys on it, like P5s, V29Ps, everything, every key you could think of, X-Trap cabin keys, everything. So anyways, we went to leave, fuck off the back way around to the station here. Above this little ravine you can see here, there used to be a gravel path that went all the way around the right side of that brick building. But that's when shit hit the fan. We see a Toyota Kluger come flying down this gravel towards us, and straight away we knew it was APU. So in the bottom of this ditch down here that you can see, used to be covered in like 8 foot tall rose bushes, thorns, everything. So I've just run, being young and dumb, I've just run and dove as far as I could into these prickle bushes and just went all the way down to the bottom and just covered up in a ball, just trying to hide. So we all ended up getting away and fucking off behind these factories you can see in the back here. We ended up going back to the station, jumping on a train and getting out of there. So being young, dumb and red hot, the first thing we did when we got on the train at Lilydale, you guessed it, used the keys and popped open an X-Trap cabin. Just started being red hot, blowing on the horn, playing with the buttons, doing whatever. But we didn't know at the time, the X-Traps have little lights in them that tell the other drivers if the other cabins are active. They have sensors on the doors. We didn't know any of that at the time. So the other driver knew straight away that we were in there. Anyway, we get to this station here at Burnham, and there's a metro worker hanging out one of the boxes, yelling at us, telling us to fuck off and get out of there. We get off, leg it, run to another station, thinking we're sweet, jump on another train and head home. We're on the train, heading home. We come through Box Hill Station. Train sits there like normal. Sits there for a bit longer and a bit longer. We end up sitting there for like 5 minutes. We're thinking, fuck, this is getting red hot. We all split up on the train, sit in different spots on different seats, pretend we don't know each other. I've got the big set of keys. I gooch them as far as I can, just stack them. Sure enough, 6 or 7 transits come flying down the escalator. They already had all our footage, everything. They pick us all off the train one by one. They knew exactly what we're wearing, what we look like. Pulled us all off the train. And then they proceeded to put us down on the seats, patted us all down, searched us. I got patted down by a guy cop. Wasn't too keen on filling up a young kid, so he couldn't find the keys on me. And one of the boys had one key on him, one single key in his pocket, and ended up getting pinched. And we watched him get put in handcuffs, taken up the escalator, and that was that. We all went home. What up everyone, cheers for tuning in to episode 2 of Graph Chase Stories. Episode 2 was a bit of a tame one, but I've got a dope one lined up for episode 3. So if you like what you heard, you know the drill, share it around, smash that like button, show some support. Appreciate you all. Cheers.